All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at his 4.
That return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go, let's go.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On second down, here's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
41's the whip.
On play action, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Going to 53. 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
There you go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Here we go. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bortles will keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Some mistakes already in the 1st quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 47. 26.
1st down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. but look for him to try it again later.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll run it here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Rodgers. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Matt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of it.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jarrett Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Desmond King making the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
11.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose, and the Colts pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag. Down. So let's see what this is about. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Omaha. Check three. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Hank.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Lee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of stick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Bortles to throw on second down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is Yeldon on the dump off. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Spread right, 72. Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. There we go, kill.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Prescott now from the 50. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Over here. Right there.
On third down, that's Franklin. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease board. words. Stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Sunday. 372.
Bortles to throw once more. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Throw left.
Again, it's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian-Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian-Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Move. Lucy.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here you go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Under.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Vince Beagle, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hank.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Bortles now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Bortles. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the 1st down.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Bortles going to throw. His throw caught. What about the 5? And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar first down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Fournette. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Bortles. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2.
372. 198. Watch 98. 98 to right. Move. We ain't giving up nothing.
Shotgun now for Bortles. That is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Then we'll go into 53.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll go on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, that's Franklin. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here you go. Here you go. Wide 8. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 8. Swing to the field. Right. To the right. Here you go. Get that. Let's go. Get up.
Right back to him on 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they'll run it here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Indianapolis, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.